Lesson plans work as a guide for teachers to organize what will be taught, how it will be taught, and how it will be assessed. A lesson plan typically includes the alignment between the lesson's objectives and educational standards, the organization and structure of the content to be taught, a list of required materials, how instruction and learning activities will be presented, and the evaluation methods, including the assessment and feedback. When designing face-to-face, blended, or online lessons, the standards and objectives are the same, but all other components need to be planned and prepared differently to be effective. Teachers need to keep educational standards in mind when planning online lessons because the standards guide what to teach in class. It is important to start with the end in mind and deliver objectives clearly to students at the beginning of the lessons to help them stay on track. Students may have more distractions in online environments and may not have as many communication channels as in face-to-face classes. So, teachers may need to adjust and modify lesson structures, teaching materials, learning activities, and assessments to support student learning and engagement. It is vital for teachers to engage in advanced lesson planning in order to facilitate effective blended and online lessons. Outlining blended and online communication plans, location of content, lesson schedules, required materials, and technology tools is necessary. One important lesson planning decision is considering whether learning activities should be completed synchronously or asynchronously. These two types of activities are different. One difference is that students can have their questions answered right away in a synchronous video conferencing session, whereas they may need to wait for an answer to their questions when participating in asynchronous activities. These differences may lead teachers to adjust the lesson's instructional strategies, independent practice, group work, and media or technology. Since the learning does not end after direct instruction, it is important to consider how the assessment cycle is implemented. The goal of assessment planning is to decide what kinds of assessment and feedback are suitable for students to achieve the lesson objectives. Having varied assessment methods from lesson to lesson to support students may be the most effective strategy. For example, depending on the lesson objectives, assessment can be class discussions, group projects, or presentations. It is beneficial to use multimodal feedback involving images, audio, texts, and videos to evaluate students' performance and garner their feedback. To make online lessons more accessible to all students, it is essential to plan lessons with Universal Design for Learning, or UDL principles, in mind. Utilizing a detailed class website or LMS homepage as a primary hub, channels can be established for communicating with students, ensuring accessibility and ease of interaction. For example, teachers can create a core space for students to access lesson materials, activities, resources, and assignments. The core space can serve as a hub for providing information and posting updates. Additionally, it might be beneficial to consider offering tutorials to show students how to get started and where to find relevant tools to support student success. A detailed class website or LMS homepage is more than a container of information, as it often serves as a two-way channel for regular and consistent communication between teachers and students. Additional resources for online curriculum planning and preparation are available on this webpage. Resources include a printable summary, related examples, articles, blogs, infographics, and videos, and links to other related blended and online teaching hub topics.